Hello everyone, welcome back. We are on episode 157 of our Auction Not Included All Achievement Run. In this episode, we have a few things to get started with. We are going to create some piping on our cooling on the other asteroid. We need to fix kind of the different piping looks a little weird, so we're going to kind of adjust that in here, and we are going to make it more feasible for the situation that we have right in front of us. We're going to clean this up and add 1, 2, 3 oil wells to the cooling loop over here. What else are we going to do? We are going to also start making our wonderful area up here for our steam turbines, so that way we can start cooling down hydrogen and we can start cooling down our oxygen from a setup that we have. Either we use one that's already in place like this, or we can all sit around and just create a new one. That might be the way to go and put it right next to it. Haven't fully decided yet, but if we look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we're gonna need 5 times 2. Let's go with igneous rock is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably leave one in the middle because then there's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll have this go all the way across. Same thing over here, so that's 5, and then we'll have 6, right? There we go. We'll have them start with this so that way we have it built. We will probably have to make it actually accessible to the duplicants, right? So we have a 1, 2, and then they can get over on both sides, and then we will go 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So I'm just gonna let them start roaming so they can start putting these materials together. What we are doing here is creating our liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen cooling systems, right? Now, we'll probably put them on this side to give the room, as much room as we need over here. I want it to be noted that using these types of rockets is not 100% necessary. If we looked at the map to get this achievement right here, we'll probably be able to do that easily. That's when we go through the temporal tear, but we have to find and open it with the actual machine on the one of the planets, I believe, first. But the liquid hydrogen engine is not necessary, but we are doing that so that way we can have a bigger, what do I want to call it here? So we have a liquid fuel tank here, right? And the other one, if we look at them, they're not as large. So the liquid oxidizer tank right here, it's only 2 tiles instead of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we have an extra section that we can use. We could probably put another cargo bay in there or something that makes more sense to give us extra options for the rockets to have a longer reach, and we can easily get to and from the other locations. The only problem with that is our drill cone won't last the entirety of 2 sections of cargo bay. At least I don't think it will, but it'll go all the way down to empty on the diamond. But anyways, that's what we're going to start on. Let's get over here and start working on the piping that we have, because that is 100% necessary, right? So I think one of the easiest ways to do this is we have to just jump right in and start breaking apart these right here. Okay? And by doing this, we can open it up. It's made out of mafic rock. Yeah, let's not do that. So that's where all the sedimentary rock went. Whoopsie. We'll go like this. And deconstruct the insulated pipe. We're going to deconstruct all the piping in here. Let's get rid of the liquid pump, and then that should help get us started. Okay, all this needs to be a higher priority. We want this loop in place. We want it taken care of very reasonably in a time frame here, so we can start cooling this more efficiently. Because if we have more than one cooling section for the oil wells, then these other cooling sections become more efficient, right? So that just makes it a lot easier for us. I haven't decided whether we're going to have 1, 2, 3 on this side. I think we might do it that way. And then we have the oil well, and the liquid sulfur geyser. I think that might be how we do it. So we'll just have to kind of see what fits our needs and change that if we need to as we move forward in this process. Let's go here, and we also need to get rid of all of this. We don't need it anymore. We aren't going to be using any of this section for the sulfur. We're going to have the section down here. That's going to provide us with all of our sulfur needs for the future. Hopefully nobody stands underneath the tile and gets, you know, it's all falling through in the liquid sulfur. That's 162.6 degrees. Oh my gosh, that's pretty hot. So this heat is going to come up, but hopefully we can get the cooling section done. We don't need to do any of that now. Okay, let's give them some room. We're going to probably have a couple of things in here that need to be made, like drywall. Let's do some, I don't know, should we do some ceramic? Why not? I know someone's gonna be not happy about that, but that's fine. We'll be alright. So we're gonna put that there. How much steel do we have? Ooh, we do not have enough. We are going to need a lot more steel than that if we want to continue. We're gonna do good old 3-0. Okay. Let's take a look at our radiation over here. We definitely started growing. How much are they getting at here? Let's look at that. 1,000. So we're at 0.25%, a little bit under a quarter, probably like 20%. Let's go over here and make a lead suit. I think we ran out, maybe? Oh, we need glass. Okay, we can do that. Alright, all this is going around really nicely. Going around, I mean, they are completing everything at a reasonable pace, is what I meant to say. So, when we make our liquid hydrogen and our liquid oxygen section over here, what I'm thinking is we really want to control the amount of cooling that we do, right? We don't want the hydrogen to get so cold that we want it to be an even temperature, right? We got to keep it at that negative 260 plus, you know, around that degrees to keep it from turning back into a gas. So I'm thinking that we have two separate sections here. Again, I've never done this before, so I'm going to be playing this a little bit by ear and using the knowledge that we have gained creating a ton of these different steam turbine setups to our advantage. So that's kind of where I'm at and what we're doing right now. I'm gonna go 1, 2. We're gonna grab all of the water that we can and drop it in here. But that's just what we're gonna do. We're gonna take all of our knowledge and trying to use it to our advantage for this situation. I've never had a hydrogen engine, a liquid hydrogen engine, so using that is going to be pretty neat to see. And then having that super fancy rocket is gonna be pretty cool. So pretty excited about that. Let's move a little bit faster on the pace since we do have a lot of stuff to complete. definitely worth it. We got 178,000 calories. Okay, we got that much. We should probably turn off this here for a little bit. Some of the other things that we want to do in the not so distant future is we still want to send Dom here to grab as much of the graphite that we can, and also grab the artifacts that are on the bottom of the asteroid right here. I think we need about 10 of them ish. Let's look at our summary and just take a quick peek. Okay, we need 7 more from the other asteroids, and once we find all 7 of those, then it'll be nice and easy. We'll have that achievement. So we're making moves. We are definitely in a really good position to continue our journey here. Okay, that looks good. Right. How's our pips doing? They look pretty good. I don't see very much dirt in here, so I'm wondering if it just keeps getting picked up right away by the duplicates and delivered. Polluted dirt. Now whoosh, away it goes. That's gonna be doing that for a little bit. Man, look at that power. So exciting to see those kinds of things. Office plant. I really wish you could move these things. Like, I'd love to move the globe and the office plant somewhere else. LED light. How much? A therapy lamp. Soothes the mind. Got it. Okay, did we get the other lead suit? We did. Good. Okay. Radiation, huh? Yeah, I'm sure it's been not so great. How are we doing on all this? Not terrible. The temperature seems to be equalizing with the surrounding area since we are cooling it down. Yeah, I think this is going to be very helpful. Now I wonder, we're gonna need more stuff. If they go there, are they gonna be stuck? Yes, they will. Let's not let them get stuck. Okay, all that's the highest priority. I think we need a little bit more time. Whoa. Okay. How much radiation are these guys getting now? 408 rads per second. Yeah, that is definitely a very low percentage. Well, we'll just give that some time. That's all it needs. Still pulling up all that dirt. Let's zoom in up here. Let's check on the temperature. -61. Okay, not terrible. Honestly, we could change this loop and just loop Super Coolant in it instead if we really wanted to be awesome. But I'm not going to do that while we have it active. I would rather do that when it's not active and all the temperature is not requiring to be cooled consistently like that. So we're going to leave that alone until further notice. Okay, let's add some water in here. Hopefully they get this done faster. Don't want them sending water in here if it's just gonna drop into space. That would be really bad. Okay, tons of igneous rock now. Let's just take a look. Igneous. I mean, still a good amount, even though we chew through it with the different hatches. Okay, looks good, looks good. Yeah, so like I said, the main reason why I want to move away from the oxalite and use the liquid oxygen is, number one, we have super coolant now, so that's going to be super easy to do. Since oxygen doesn't, it's like a negative 170, negative 183 before it turns into a liquid. So we're already doing something similar with the hydrogen, so we might as well just use it to our advantage. Okay. That was weird. Okay, are we getting the bottom of it? No, we are not. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Yeah, we're gonna do some more. How much do we have now? 4,100 kilograms. Okay. So that just means we have 4 tiles worth. A little bit over 4 tiles worth. But in pipes, in all the pipes, I think it's 10 kilograms in the pipe at one section at a time. We'll know in a moment. Let's take a look here. Yep, 10 kilograms in a pipe, so we could have multiple super coolant loops with that. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I might send some petroleum over to the other asteroid, because that would be way better down here in this section than what we currently have. Only problem that we're going to have here is we need water. What do you mean you're starving? There's plenty of food. I have no idea what they think they're doing, but you have food. So why are we going all in here? All right, we need to change this. Rounded. Not going in there just to eat out of the surf and turf bin. No, that's rude. We haven't done anything with that one. Let's go to the middle one. Okay, did we leave our crew in here? No. Yeah, get out of here. Why are we sleeping in here? You can't leave duplicants for a minute. They always keep you on your toes. Okay, we're gonna need some more water. So I'm just kind of looking around at the different areas here. Now that's interesting. Why did the polluted water turn into regular water? Is that just because of all the ice that's getting turned into regular water? I mean, that definitely could be. Okay, we filled up all of those. Look at that. Wow, I was not expecting that to happen. Okay, so if we wanted to send the petroleum, we would need to create a reservoir or two on the other side, which we do have right here. So this is up and over, up and down and around. Okay, let's do that then. Oh wait, what am I doing? We need to go back over here. We should cut off this. I'm going to create a section just for a little bit. We don't need a ton of the... what am I thinking of here? We don't need a ton of the... of the super coolant, right? We just want a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, and then we'll do liquid pump. And then we will pump it here. Honestly, when this is done, you could probably just go straight across to send the super coolant and then call it a day. Okay, so if it's going out of here, let's get this over here. We need, what do we need? We need the reservoir. So we're just gonna put a reservoir right here. It's just to get the super coolant in and out of that pipe super fast. And like I said, we're not gonna put a ton of it in there. All we are gonna do is probably put about 1,000 kilograms over to the other asteroid. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm not thinking that it's gonna be that difficult. 4,400 kilograms, that's a lot. That's good. All right, so now that we have kind of figured out what we're doing with the diamond and we aren't blocking some of the nuclear waste right here. Man, I can't believe we did that. Well, I say we, I mean me, of course. That is why we have radioactive contaminants. Now, what do you do with these? When transporting radioactive materials, care must be taken to avoid exposure to outside objects to radioactive contaminants. Is it just like an excess waste? Is there just nothing else that we can do with it? Is that what the deal is? I don't understand. Get out of the ladder bed. Okay, so that's good. That's done. We'll get some water in here to get us started for the aqua tuner setup. Let's go over here, see how this is going, and see what is needed next. Let's see what we can do next. Get some larva eggs. Not that we need them, but just grab what we can. That's not another duplicate. Okay, so that is pretty full. Don't have to worry about that too much. That looks pretty good. What do we have in here? Crude oil sitting in here. Okay. Let's turn all of this to a higher priority. Really want to get this done. Maybe stop looking at it. Okay, so the water hasn't really done much. We're gonna let it pull out of this loop here. Yeah. That way we don't have to worry about all of that. Let's go on the other asteroid and fix that. Let's go with that. Oh no. What we need to do is just go let it go all the way across. Once all this is done, let's make that highest priority. Then we will send it right across and just makes our life really easy. Okay, did we choose enable auto bottle? I don't think we did. Okay. Give them some time to do that. How much steel? Okay, we've got a lot, so we could probably fit at least one of them. Let's do utilities, thermal aqua tuner. I'm gonna put it, let me think, what would be the best? I mean, in most of ours, we like to keep it simple, so we're just gonna go 1, 2, okay. Should be enough. Hey look, water. Okay. So now we just wait for a little while until all that gets filled up. Oh, I meant to go here. Okay, they did start finishing up everything else. Let's go here and then cut this, cut this. There we go. And that should be 90% of that done. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lots of stuff done so far. All right, so let's see about, let's get some more ceramic while we are at it. I wish we could just do that all the way across the board at the same time. Wood to refine carbon. That's a neat trick. Didn't realize that was a way to do it either. That's gonna get pretty hot, so I'm not gonna do all 5 of them. All right, how many Paku do we have in here? 1, 2, okay, be free. Little flap action into place. Okay, all that is done. Let's do some super coolant. Okay, we're gonna sweep just a little bit, not a lot of it. Ooh, we're making it. That looks so cool. Okay, grab the super coolant. Thank you. Only 200 kilograms. Okay. So like I said, we're gonna get about 1,000 in there. It just makes sense. Okay. There we go. Did the other asteroid pull all of the water out of there yet? No, they did not. Okay. Is it because of something that I missed? Need to go to the other asteroid again. There we go. Now it will. Okay, about 180 in there right now. I mean, maybe it's 200. It should be 200, but 180 something. Did we lose some? Oh, it's in the pump. That's right. We saw it pump a little bit, but it stopped. Okay, let's go over here. Let's check our plumbing. Okay. We have a little bit of time left before all this is gone. A little bit faster. There we go. Super speed. There's nothing in here, right? I mean, it wouldn't matter even if there was. Okay. Now we can slow it down again. That's opened up. Go back to the other asteroid. Put this here. Let's send it all. Perfect. We'll get a little bit more super coolant. This is great. All right, let's look at this here. How much do we have in here? Okay, about 180. It's gonna go up. Like I said, we want about 1,000 from the other asteroids, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Lots of water here. I still can't believe that this pressure is breaking the abyssalite. That is just insane to me. It's just because there's not 3, I think, right? We talked about that. As long as there was 3 here, we would be fine. But we don't have that at the moment. All right, we need a little bit more and I will be happy. 2 more drop-offs of super coolant and that will be exciting. So let's see, what else do we need to do? We're really kind of wanting to make sure we don't add too much super coolant. Right, so I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on that for a minute. Shouldn't be too long before we get about 1,000 kilograms over there. In fact, let's just take a peek before. We're at 800. You know, honestly, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call that good enough. I don't think we should have any more. Let's go like this, get rid of all that. And then we just kind of bit that back. Oh wait, we didn't want to put that there. We wanted to put that here. Right? Yeah. Okay, so then we go down, we go up, and then up. And then let's just make sure we don't put any of that in here. Perfect. All right, with that amount of stuff done, we could look at our loop here, figure out where are we going to start and stop. Right, so we start and stop. Well, this is where the cooling happens, so I think what we need to do next is remove all of these and let's get rid of those. Put some obsidian blocks here. We need to have a couple of temp shift plates. So let's see, what could we do about that? We could do rock, mafic rock, we could do obsidian. No. Since we don't need anything too crazy, let's just do 2 things of granite in here. It's not going to be super duper hot, so now let's do some of this. We're gonna go up and over and back. Okay, so we want, this is gonna be the end of the loop. Let's go, okay. And then we're gonna go up. All right. So then we go here. We'll break this. Okay, and then we'll go down and over. Yeah. So this is how it's going to go. It's go down, over, up, left, up, left, up, left, up, and over and around. And then we'll leave the others to do the loop that they have and just swish this around right there. That's gonna be perfect. Okay, let's have this all completed right away. Okay, they're getting some of our materials back. Now that we have a few things figured out, did we get rid of that? No. Okay. I'm only doing that because it's just makes sense. So let's do that. Where are we gonna put the? Here's where we're gonna put that. I'm gonna put it right here. Plumbing, liquor pump. I'm only moving it over here because it's easier than having to put more spaghetti all over the place. Okay, that's good. We're gonna do a bridge right here, and then another conductive wire. Okay, and then we want some plumbing. We'll go down and over and right into that, right there. Okay, I think this should be enough. And then we want to put a reservoir right there. It won't be 100% necessary to have a reservoir, but I'm just going to have it as a backup just in case if we need to pull the super coolant for whatever the reason. So that's kind of why we are doing that. We need one here, and then we can reach all that. Perfect. All right, let's give them some space. We're gonna go all the way at the top here, see how the water is working. Okay, we've got 300 kilograms. We need at least what? I don't recall how much can go. So that's 3 kilograms right there. I don't recall the conversion. I'll have to think about that. Like when it converts into gas form, how much is necessary? The easy thing about building these in space is you don't have to worry about atmosphere in the background, right? You can just close this off and you're good. That's why I like that a lot. Okay, did we get enough steel? We did get some more steel. We need to go here. We need a liquid pipe thermal sensor, make that out of steel. Let's get some automation wire. Also gonna make that out of steel because we can. Okay. That's perfect. Just what we need. Ooh, we're about to get some more diamond as well. That's super exciting. Okay, let's like make all of this is at a higher priority. It's just taking a little bit to do. Look at all of that natural gas just sitting here. That's a lot of natural gas. Let's look at the temperature of this nearby. Wow. Pretty hot, but I thought it would be a little bit faster on like converting the area to hotter temperatures. I guess not. Let's go here. Slug eggs, why not? Pipe is blocked. That doesn't surprise me. Look at all that crazy stuff going in that pipe. Crops. Okay. What do you mean crops? Did we... Balm lily. Oh, you know what we forgot to do is that... Whoops. Kind of a whoops. All these are getting blasted with radiation, so... 684 per cycle. That's not terrible, to be honest. Next, I think we need is the water weed. That's going to be interesting. Haven't messed with the fertilizer. Okay, they pick up the dirt right away, that's why. Okay. We do need some more pips. Alright. Supplying critical materials. Got it. That's 1,000. I thought that number seemed a little off. Okay, who's gonna go... Look at that. It's ridiculous. What are you doing? Alright, this is ridiculous. Yeah, just go that way. Super weird. Alright, who do we got? We've got Quinn going in. Hey, that rhymed. Didn't mean to do that. Did we get? Yes, it worked. It totally worked, everybody. That's exactly what we needed to do. Wow, I'm shocked. That was... Well, I guess I'm not that shocked, because we had 1/4 of a chance. Almost. But that really helped. How are we doing over here? It looks like we are taking our sweet time, is what it looks like to me. Did they build all of them? They built most of it. Yeah, that needs to get done, like, pronto. We have plenty of petroleum, so Meep, you can do other things. Come on, Harold, you could do it. I believe in you. We really need to get that so the cooling keeps going. Seed analysis complete. This plant is mutated with the genetic variant I called Super Specialized. Plus 250 RAS per cycle. Viable temperature range is minus 80%. Yield amount plus 100%. Wow. Okay. So now we only have 4 left. We scroll all the way down at the bottom. We have gas grass, dash of salt vines, water weeds, and nosh sprouts. So we have both a dash of salt vine and a nosh sprout at the moment, but we are not getting them mutated yet. So right now, we aren't really focused in on these. We still need to get the gas grass. We still need to get the salt vine. I didn't grab the gas grass seeds because it needs so many lumens, right? I think it's 10,000 lumens. And if we look, we could put that up top and it would be enough, but, we would need to figure out a really good way to figure that. I don't know if we would want to have... I'm just trying to think what the best solution to that, the gas grass, because it needs to be super cold, right? Let's look here. Let's just take a quick pause and let's look at the gas grass itself. Okay, it needs liquid chlorine, which It's honestly not terrible to do. I believe this was a chlorine vent. Yeah, it's a chlorine gas vent. Okay. So we could use this to our advantage if we needed to. We also have another one over here if we wanted to send the gas, but it's dormant, so we wouldn't really be getting anything out of that for a little while at least. Okay. So just kind of things to think about as we move along trying to get that entire achievement completed. So we have a little bit of time, we have other stuff that we can do, and then we're good. Let's check our rockets since we do have enough there. Let's look at the food. We do not have any food. Restricted, uncontrolled. Let's get some of that in here. Let's do, hopefully have some food in there. We have a lot of food in here. Let's do 500 instead. Same thing here. We don't need 1,000 kilograms of, yeah, anything like that in there. So let's go back to the other one. How much is in here? Okay, it says access is restricted, but it's not restricted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have a lot. We could probably go down to like 100 or even 50, and that would be fine. Let's copy the settings, move it over to Apollo. Same thing there. Okay. How's this coming along? Almost there. So close, and yet so far. Super Coolant. Okay, we're gonna do a sweep only. Grab the Super Coolant that's right there. Sweep it up. Put it in the coolest spot ever. And then that would be it, I think. Let's look at this here. Do we have any form of... No, we don't have any form of reservoir at the moment. We have one right here, which we could probably use. Yeah, I think we might use this one to get everything out of the area here. Hopefully we can get all this done. I don't know why they haven't completed that yet. Everything else is going on. All right, did we get some more food in here? We got 0, none, zilch. All right, let's get some of that here. 5. We have 813,000 calories of surf and turf. Yeah, we're gonna do this for a little while. Look at our temperature. Yeah, everything's a little chilly, but you know what? I'm not complaining. It looks great. Compared to some of my other saves, yeah, I think this is just fine. Oh, you know what we need to look at? We need to look all the way up here. How's that water coming along? Pretty good. I'm gonna close it off and turn them off when we have a little bit over 1,000 in each one. I think that will be plenty. I don't want to put too much water in here because then it won't work the way we want it to. Okay, did we get more diamond? We did. almost done with this, finally. No, don't close that off until we move that igneous rock. Okay. I'm very surprised about how relatively easy it was to get some of those mutated plants, and then how some of them it was just like it took forever. Very shocking. Alright, come on now, let's get all this stuff done. We don't need to pick all this up. You need to go over here and get this done. That would be the most ideal thing, I think. Okay, so now what we do is we we need to do that. That. So then what's going to happen is we're going to make it go here and over, and then we fix this stuff in a moment. We need this little bit last section and this cobalt area to be done. And they can't tell me it's because they can't reach, because we have ladders here. So what we're doing next is that. Alright, give them some space and they can take care of business for us. Alright. Be free. Free Paku. Free the Paku. Any other type of eggs we need to grab? Pufflet prints? No, no thank you. Stone hatch. Totally fine. Better to have too much than not enough, right? Okay, most of it is getting done. Crazy how things just start getting completed when it's the highest priority. Oh my goodness. Alright, so once this starts looping around, we will actually officially close it off, and that will fix a lot of our issue that we had before. Okay, that's done. Now we need these, and then what's next? Idleness. That's what's going on here. Why are we idle when there's stuff to be picked up? I don't understand that. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Hour. Okay. So we don't have any super coolant right now in the pipeline yet. So what we are going to do next is we are going to cut off the pipe going in this direction. Let it sink in, go all the way around. Okay. Now, when all of this is out of here, I mean, it'll take a minute, since we have this reservoir filled with it, right? Okay, now, let's cut the pipe here. Here is what I meant. We don't need the bridge anymore. Let's make sure we get rid of that. Highest priority. This goes over, this goes over and up. Okay. And then that fills out our entire loop. We will go down like that. And now this goes here, and then the loop continues, and we shortened it up just a smidge. Now we need to go to this super coolant, make it a higher priority, and that will save us some hassle. Okay, super coolant going in the line. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna make this as cold as a super coolant. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna start at 0. Okay? That's what I'm just gonna start there and make adjustments as needed. We may need some more super coolant though. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that is 200 kilograms right there. Yeah, we may need to get some more, but that's okay. Because of how efficient it is, I'm not too concerned. I think that this is going to be just fine for a little while. And if we need to get more in a little while, then we will. All right. Let's see. Yeah, the super coolant is at 90 degrees. Let's just click on this and see. $436 degrees for the evaporation. Okay. Wow. That stuff is great. Meteor showers, and more meteor showers. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be pretty hot for a little while until we can start having super coolant throughout the entire pipe. So it's going to take just a little bit of time to do that. Yeah, I think I may just let's close this up, and then I'm going to probably send more super coolant again. I want to do that because I want to make sure that we are being efficient, and that's just going to save us a lot of hassle in the long run. Okay. How are we doing up here? Did we get enough? Oh man, we put a little bit too much. That's okay. Could have been worse. Okay. Could have been way worse. New printables. Let's get that taken care of. A Volpup. A not so Volpup. Yeah, they caused issues. Okay, so those are gone now. I don't want to build any of that until we change the way the water flows and everything inside of here. So we want to do insulated pipe. Granite should be fine. We won't have any pipes bursting, so the only thing that we're going to need to worry about is we don't want it to go in this direction, so we cut the pipe here and we put a go down, and then we do a liquid bridge here. No, not there. Here. Okay, then we go insulated pipe. We go here, down and over. Perfect. Okay. So that's gonna stop the super coolant from going back into itself in the loop. go over here and make some more super coolant. We have plenty of materials. Let's look at the temperature. Yeah, we're fine. Nothing to worry about here. Alright, let's take a look at our area here. Yeah, we need a little bit more. 70 degrees. I mean, look at this. We cooled it off, and now it turned into a solid. But I think that's because it had too much material. Just like the magma, if you have too much material in one location, it turns it into a solid, right? So in the future, we won't do that. In the future, it will go right into a solid, and it probably won't lose its mass like it did right here. So this is really good. We were at 180 degrees, and look at it's already showing its worth. Wow. All right, my new favorite thing. Don't need that. That looks good. Yep, we're gonna get a little bit more super coolant, and then that's gonna be it for that on this asteroid. Let's turn that up a little bit higher. Okay. So same thing here. We're going to, I shouldn't have gotten rid of the setup that we had. I should have just turned it off. But lessons learned, when you have things that are temporary, they may need to stay a little bit longer. Okay, bottle emptier, right. Then we go all the way across. Perfect. Okay. We'll just need a couple more thousand, I think. We can keep making it, so. I mean, look at that. Temperature's already down another 20 degrees. That is insane. That is like some of the coolest things ever. That's why it's super coolant. I know, cheesy, but it works. Okay, this is 70 degrees. I may need to change this, or not change it, but add a utility temp shift plate. I'm just gonna use some, no, granite. Right? I don't need anything fancy. I think this is gonna just suit our needs. Right? So we've got 35 degrees. All right, let's actually look at the pipe itself. So right now, out of the aqua tuner, 35 degrees. Coming back at about 58. So it's gonna keep going down until the sulfur geyser goes back up in temperature, right? Awesome. Pretty excited about that, actually. I thought it was gonna be a lot more difficult. Let's go back up top, right? We need to get some more of this plumbing done. What I'm thinking we do is probably gonna need a mechanized airlock. We're gonna need more steel. Before we make anything else fancy, we do need more steel. So, add that to the list. 20, some iron, 20, perfect. We really need to make sure we have enough materials before we commit to something like that. And I just want to be prepared for it, so that's what we're gonna do. You know, another thing that we could do, if we look at the sour gas, condensation point, right? So if we look at sour gas, where is it at? Here. If we cool it to negative 161.5 degrees Celsius, we get natural gas and sulfur. So that might be a good way to make sulfur, if we really wanted to, that is. Yeah, petroleum, that was when everything got super hot. We definitely didn't need to do that, but in the future it might be something to look into. Alright, how is this coming along? Okay, it's looking good. Alright, did they complete this section? No. No, they did not. Little notes. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Let's do super coolant here. Oh, that needs power. Power required. Okay, and then the last thing we need is sweep only. Perfect. Let's check our food and our rockets. Okay, we have dried surf and turf here. It's a lot. Let's look at, and that's in the Apollo. In here, we've got plenty. Virgo doesn't have anything in it, so that's just fine. But we are going to call it at that point, everyone. We have a lot of stuff that we accomplished in this episode, mainly really important cooling system setups, especially down here with the steam turbines. So in the next couple of episodes, we are going to continue to work on this system. We're going to work on getting our asteroids, getting to the other asteroids, sending the robot. Those kinds of things are in the near, not so distant future. So please let me know your thoughts. Let me know how I'm doing. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I always respond when it is in the comment section. You know, I do try to be interactive with anybody that needs help, or if anybody wants to have something like they don't understand, shout out about that sort of thing. So anyways, that's it, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode.